Welcome to the podcast. I'm your host today, diving into the fascinating world of data science and mathematical modeling. Joining us is a really interesting person in this field, Echasnovski. Evgeny, an applied mathematician by training, has spent the last decade working as a data scientist, machine learning engineer, and R Python developer. Let's kick things off by exploring Evgeny's journey. Evgeny, could you tell us what first drew you into the world of data science? That's really intriguing. You've mentioned that you enjoy analyzing real-world data and building mathematical models. For those who might not be familiar, can you break down exactly what that process looks like? How do you transition from raw data to a model that can provide insights or predictions? And you're quite active in the open source community as well, having authored 6 CRAN R packages. That's impressive. What do you find most rewarding about contributing to open source? For folks who may not be familiar, what exactly is CRAN and why is it significant? Switching gears a bit, let's talk about your work with Lua and Neovim. You've developed a library of over 40 independent Lua modules. I have to ask, what inspired you to focus on enhancing the Neovim experience? It sounds like these tools really empower developers. Now, your project on tidy data validation reports in R caught my attention. What does that entail? I can imagine it's incredibly useful for presenting clean data. And you also create random variables with both R and Python. This might sound a bit technical, but could you explain why these skills are important and give our listeners a real-world example of how they might apply these concepts? As we wrap up, I'd love to get your thoughts on the future of data science. With rapid advancements in machine learning, where do you see the biggest opportunities or challenges on the horizon? Thank you so much, Evgeny. It's been a fantastic conversation. So to all our listeners, today we explored the intersection of mathematics, data science, and open source. We learned how powerful tools like R and Python can transform raw data into insightful models, and we've seen the importance of community contributions in the tech landscape. Before we sign off, think about this. How might you leverage data in your own personal or professional projects? It's a question that could lead to exciting discoveries and innovations in your work. Thanks for tuning in today, and we hope to see you in the next episode, where we'll dive into more fascinating topics.